Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Louise Huber begins now.
The government has shut down a proposal by Tasmania's Peak Medical Association to build a second hospital in Hobart. The AMA says it's concerned about the long-term health of Tasmanians, labelling the current redevelopment of the Royal as unsustainable.
Calls to build a second public hospital, despite upgrades at the Royal Hobart now well underway.
We need to acknowledge that, to continue to rebuild and to try to provide everything on one CBD block is no longer a sustainable solution.
Tasmania's peak medical body labelling the redevelopment of the RHH as unsustainable, worried about the need to expand again in coming decades. It's proposing a second site be built, meaning the Royal could become a dedicated women and children's hospital.
At the moment, we're trying to provide maternity services in 3 locations across Hobart, and we've got a midwife crisis. We've got shortages, and what that means is at times that we're not able to provide things in the optimum time frame.
With concerns about patient care ramping and elective surgery wait times ballooning, the group's confident that 2 facilities would help attract staff to the state and incentivise them to stay. But before that can happen, Labor says workers need assurance.
What we need to see in health is more investment, a commitment from the government to not cut jobs, because make no mistake, that is what we are facing now, to not use vacancy control measures.
The government confirming the AMA's proposal isn't being considered as it pushes forward with its Royal Hobart Hospital Master Plan, arguing it's already seen significant upgrades, including an ED expansion.
We can't continue to throw good money at a bad solution. We need to be visionary.
Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
Hobart's Eastern Shore has come alive for an inaugural Oktoberfest-inspired event at the Shoreline Hotel. The Tasmanian Craft Beer Festival bringing revellers in to enjoy some international brews with a unique local flavour.
Tapping in for a tasty Saturday afternoon. Beer on the menu, German-inspired food complementing the offerings.
We're here for Taztoberfest. We're pouring a dozen Tassie craft beers, Tasmanian wine, Tasmanian cocktails as a way to celebrate our local independent community.
Pouring Tassie's best from Bicheno to Burnie, Derwent Park and others from within Hobart. 12 brewers from all corners of the state offering their best drop to beer lovers, many vendors putting their own spin on a European tradition.
So it's a wheat beer with a bit of orange zest and yuzu juice. So now it's really fresh, summery beer, like a wheat beer on Oktoberfest.
A popular drop among revellers being a stein of Kolsch, others
Hobart Brewing Company Colorado IPA. Cheers. Cheers.
Some just frothing to be out and about in the lovely weather and atmosphere to go with it.
Great day today, beautiful weather, beautiful drinks, beer, beautiful company. What more can you ask for?
The focus of the event, celebrating Tasmania's independent brewers, all while selling an array of lesser-known drops to customers. Keeping things local, today's motto. If your tastes aren't for beer, there certainly is something for everyone. From cocktails to spirits to cider and wine. But one thing's for certain, a few cheers are in order. A golden day expected to peak well into the evening. Oktoberfest done right. Organisers hoping to be back bigger and better than ever next year.
This is the first ever one and hopefully one of many.
Will Body, 7 Tasmania News.
Wynyard has sprung into action today with the Tulip Farm out in all its colourful glory. The annual Tulip Festival attracting thousands from near and far on a perfect flower spotting day.
Wynyard was certainly putting on the Ritz with fields of tulips providing a feast for the eyes under a bright blue sky. Now in its 32nd year, the Wynyard Tulip Festival is a draw card for those who love flowers and those who appreciate colour.
It looks beautiful, it's very nice. So we're happy, we enjoyed this place.
So popular is the festival that those who have been before feel compelled to return year after year.
Much beautiful than the year before, yeah. But I definitely love the flowers this year. Yeah, that's amazing.
With more than 100 varieties on display this year, there was a row of tulips to suit all palates.
Every year there's new trends and things. Recently we've been strong on the apricots and the light pinks, those those pastel colours. But blacks, tulips are always popular. Pinks, light pinks are always popular.
A team of 5 has worked tirelessly to plant row after row of these Dutch-bred tulips. Given the flower's short lifespan, an appreciative crowd is reward enough for those involved in putting on the festival.
We plant them in May and we harvest them around December and around Christmas. And they're flowering. Each one of the flowers is only pretty short. It's only 2 or 3 weeks, at the 3 weeks absolute most.
The picturesque display providing plenty of selfie opportunities, a popular pastime amongst those who've travelled from afar for the perfect picture. Melinda Ogden, 7 Tasmania News.
A 22-year-old interstate tourist who wasn't wearing shoes has been rescued from Cradle Mountain. Authorities confirming the man called for help after he had been walking for an hour. He reported that his feet were frostbitten and injured, making him unable to walk. Police now reminding people to be properly prepared for all conditions before venturing into Tasmania's wilderness. A unique collection of classic British motorcycles from the 50s and 60s went under the hammer in Devonport this afternoon. The rare bikes representing the heyday of the post-war scene in the United Kingdom.
Plenty of people here today, but turns out most of them were probably lookers. We're still working on a few negotiations though, so we'll see how we go.
This 1951 Sunbeam S8 motorcycle with sidecar, the most expensive bike in the auction, drawing a bid of $8,000. The opening round of the Hockey One saw the Tasmanian men get up over New South Wales Pride. Played in Hobart, the home side took the 4-3 victory as the Tigers saved their run until late in the second. The Pride finding the back of the box twice in the first half and again in the final term. But it was 3 goals from Tassie's Jack Welch and another from Hayden Belts that got them over the line. Highlights of the women's match in tomorrow's bulletin.
Good evening. A high pressure system passed over the state today, resulting in little cloud, no significant rain or winds. Finally, a perfect spring day in Tassie. Hobart and Burnie both 16, 19 in Launceston, Devonport 15. The state's high of 19 was also recorded at Friendly Beaches. Smithton 18, 17 at Bushy Park, Grove 16, 15 on King Island and also at Lowhead, St Helens and Strawn, 14 on Flinders and 12 in Lyowini today. Small patches of low cloud were seen about the northeast and southwest. A mid to high level cloud band sat over the majority of South Australia and also along the NT and Queensland border. Tomorrow, a high will pass over the New South Wales coast as another cold front approaches Tasmania from the southwest. North to northwesterly winds 10 to 20 knots about the north, winds increasing up to 30 knots about the southeast, with southwesterly swells increasing up to 3 metres. There is a strong wind warning for coastal waters between St Helens Point to Stanley tomorrow. We also have a warning to sheep graziers in the Midlands. A showery change for the south, but remaining warm tomorrow. Late showers for Hobart 23, much the same in Richmond 24. Possible showers on the way for Ouse with 23 there. Partial grey skies in Launceston 19, much the same in Devonport and Deloraine, expecting 17 degrees. Partly cloudy in Burnie 16, a shower or 2 in Strawn 19, a couple of late showers for Curry 18's the top. Sunny conditions continue for St Helens and Whitemark tomorrow 19, becoming cloudy in Swansea 21. Forecast now for Monday, showers contracting to the northeast in the late morning before easing in the afternoon. Tuesday, light morning showers about the east but fine elsewhere. And on Wednesday, light showers continue about the east but mainly fine otherwise. Here's how the weather is faring further north tomorrow. Partly cloudy in Adelaide and Sydney tomorrow, mostly sunny in Melbourne and a couple of showers expected in Brisbane. Sunny in Hobart and Devonport right now, both 12 degrees. Sunny also in Launceston with 15. It certainly is a perfect night, Lou, for a barbie.
It certainly looks that way. How lovely. Thank you for that, Kaya. That's all your news for this Saturday evening. We'll be back the same time tomorrow. See you then. Good night.